All right. We're going to be adding polynomials. And we have these two pieces of the word polynomial. Do you remember what poly meant?
Many.
Very good.
And then nomials is factors.
Yes, or terms.
Or terms.
Okay. So now we're going to be adding them. In a couple more lessons, I assume that we're going to be subtracting them. And so this is the same thing as adding like terms. This is why it was so important that in the previous lessons that you understood how to add like terms, so that when we come to this, then you will be straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
So and then there's two formats that we can use. We can use the horizontal format or the vertical format. So we're going to do, I'll do one of them. Looks like they're examples. Yeah, they're going to do some verticals and some horizontals. And so we'll do this first one. We'll do this with the vertical. I'm going to cover that up so we don't look at it. 6x squared plus 3xy, that's one of the polynomials. We're going to add it to the next polynomial, which is 2x squared minus xy minus y squared, okay? Those parentheses just help you to know where one polynomial starts and the other one ends. And when you're adding them, the parentheses can just totally go away, okay?
Okay.
So when you see that there's an addition in between them, and when you're writing them down on your paper, if you'd like to not write the parentheses at all, you can, but sometimes the parentheses are nice because there won't be, most of the time they're not going to be like terms within this polynomial. This will be simplified, and this will be simplified. So those parentheses might help you to see, if I'm looking for the like term, I don't look until I get to the new set here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're not going to find just plain old x squared within this first group.
Right, okay.
You'll find it in the next group, if you're going to find it at all. You might not find it at all, but if you are, you're going to find it in there.
This is like just like terms. I'm just going to do the same thing with the like terms,
Yes, you're just going to add like terms. And so here's an xy, and here's an xy. And notice there's nothing to go there with that one, so it's all by itself, okay?
Okay, so right. I would add instead of multiply, right?
That's right. So we're going to add these. So we have 6x squareds and 2x squareds.
So 8x squared.
Very good. I have a 3xy and a negative xy.
Oh, great. So negative, no, 2xy, right?
Very good. Plus or minus?
Plus.
Very good. And since there's no like term with this one over here,
you just do minus.
We just write it minus y squared, and we're done. Okay. That was the horizontal format.
I like that.
And I accidentally, they wanted us to do the vertical, so let's do the vertical on the next one. Okay. So we're going to go 4x to the third minus 5x minus 7. Okay. We'll only write the first one when you're going to do the vertical. Then next, we're going to go to, when we do it, we're going to write it underneath. Do you remember how when you were first elementary school, you did 2 plus 5 equals 7, or you could write it 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay. We're going to do it in this format on this adding like terms.
Okay.
All right. So then, when we do that, we only write the like terms under it. So when we're going to write an x to the third, where will I write it underneath?
Right there.
Yes, we'll write it x to the third there, okay? And so if I am writing a 2x squared...
Wait, it doesn't have
It doesn't have one. And so what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll put it down in the back because it doesn't have a like term to go with it, okay? So we'll just leave it at the back. What if I do a minus 3? Where is it going to go?
Right there.
Right there, okay? So we're going to put it right underneath the 7, and we'll just drag it up there, okay? The trick comes is that I have to put a plus in here so that we can tell the difference, okay?
Right.
So there's not a like term that's got, nothing gets written right there.
Okay.
Okay, so we have an x, we're adding. So we have a 4x to the third and an x to the third.
So 5x squared.
5x
cubed.
Yes, very good. This just comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So minus 5x.
Right. And we said these were like terms. I have a negative 7 and a negative 3.
So negative 10.
Very good. And this doesn't have a like term either, so it just comes down. Plus 2x squared. Okay.
I like them both ways. And both ways aren't hard. Difficult.
Now, the book is going to show it in a slightly different way. They're going to show it, they have an x to the third here. They skip a little bit. And actually, I'm going to do this for a minute.